You want to know one of the most valuable things you can do for yourself? Pick up a book. The falling literacy rates are getting quite concerning. It's no surprise with modern day attention spans, but here are some tips from a girly who has been reading for years. The content that you consume has a big impact and influence on the way that you live your life or your perspective on your life. So you need to start following more creators that make content around reading. When you see people constantly reading, see people recommending certain books, you're gonna want to read too. You're gonna find book recs that you're interested in picking up. I'm always on the hunt for new creators, especially creators that have really interesting reading tastes. I'm gonna influence you guys here for a sec. Get a Kindle, especially if you're someone who doesn't really need to have a physical book where you're flipping the pages. There is nothing more convenient than a Kindle, especially if you're someone who leads a really busy life. I have the Kindle Paperwhite. My sisters got me the matcha green Kindle for my birthday, one of the best gifts. Before this, I had the older model of the Kindle Paperwhite, and it is just so convenient, so versatile. You can connect it to your library card and download ebooks through that. It is just so convenient. It's small enough to where you can just throw it in your bag and take it on the go. It'll have you reading more. Trust. If you don't already have dedicated times throughout your day that you have set as reading time, you need to set those times. Whether you're a morning person or a night owl, create habits around certain times being times where you're off your phone, off your screens, and you read. I'm a huge fan of reading on your lunch break because it makes you look a little bit better, and also you get into the habit every single day of just your brain associating lunchtime for catching up on your latest read. And surprisingly, you can get a decent chunk of reading done in such a short period of time. One of my great lock-in rules for myself is no social media or scrolling after 8 p.m. So you best believe as soon as the overhead lighting goes off, I pull out my Kindle to read. It's kind of rewired my brain to associate turning off the overhead lighting with reading. Last but not least, read what you want, don't read what looks cool. Certain trends online are all fun and games until it starts warping what you're reaching for. Don't get me wrong, I also fall for the propaganda of a smart girl book every so often because they're cool, they're edgy. You look cool reading one. Read what you want. Reading is really all about what you get out of the experience, and I think you can learn so much from nonfiction and classic books that were typically assigned in school, but you can also learn so much from fiction. Curate your own reading taste because that is what's going to keep you coming back and wanting to read more. This is honestly a great time to get into reading. Let me know what you guys are currently reading at the moment.